4 o'clock now. Crews are still monitoring hotspots at a Nederland shopping center. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Chalker.
I'm Alexandra Lewis. Boulder County Sheriff's Office is asking for help as their investigation begins. They're asking anybody with video or pictures before, during, or after the fire to go ahead and give them a call. A tip line has been set up for anyone with any sort of information. Right now, investigators haven't been able to get into the burn area because it's still not safe. It's smoldering. They hope to do that tomorrow when they can get the structure more stable. The Boulder County Sheriff says no one was hurt. 18 businesses were destroyed in yesterday's fire.
9 News reporter Ria Jha spent the day in Nederland. Ria, for some owners, the reality of this loss is just beginning to sink in.
Yeah, Sam, and even now, more than 24 hours, you can still kind of smell the smoke. This is what used to be the Caribou Village Shopping Center. It's now twisted metal, rubble, and piles of ash. You can still see some smoke rising from some of those areas. And as you said, nearly 20 businesses were impacted by this. The governor said 60 to 80 people impacted. And now all of those people are wondering what happens next.
When you run out the door, you just kind of feel like, well, I'll be back.
Life doesn't always give warnings.
Where that looks like canvas hanging down, that's where I think my store was. Yep, it's right over there.
Kay O'Neill knew every corner of the stained glass store she owned in the Nederland Caribou Shopping Center.
Or O'Neill Rocky Mountain Stained Glass Art. And we had a lot of fun there. You'd think there'd be something left, but the walls are gone, the floor is gone. It's just an empty space now.
The last time she was in there, she was working early Thursday morning.
It was about 3:15 or 3:30, something like that. But that's normal for me. I'm a night owl, you know, and I had just sharpened a whole stack of pencils, was getting ready to draw a new bid for stained glass windows, and I turned around and the whole sidewalk was on fire.
From my cameras that I can see, fire was moving very quickly at that point.
Roz Bagtaz owned the art studio next door to O'Neill's. This is footage from her security camera. She left town for vacation, not knowing it would be the last time she saw her business.
It's hard being a small business in a small mountain town. And now, you know, these business owners have lost their often main source of income.
That's everything. What happens now, I don't know. I don't know.
O'Neill got out safely, but she stayed and watched her store and nearly 20 other businesses in the Caribou Shopping Center burn.
A bit angry, you know, because life will deal you these things, but life is also what it is.
Even though life gave her no warning, she now has a choice.
I don't want to look backwards, I want to look forward.
The rebuilding process obviously won't look the same for everyone. Some stores can replace their inventory, like a liquor store or pizza store, and some stores can't, like the stained glass store owner we spoke with. Fire officials said the building is still too unstable to step inside, and the investigation could take weeks. But the good news is the grocery store over here that did suffer some smoke damage will be opening within the next few days, according to the governor. Reporting live in Nederland, Ria Jha, 9 News.
Yeah, some of these businesses, individuals' entire life's work poured into these labors of love, and hopefully they get back on their feet eventually. Ria, thank you for that.
Switching gears here, let's take a live look outside on your Friday. Cloud cover kept us pretty cool today, especially in comparison to yesterday. And our weather impact team is tracking some storms this weekend. So let's check in now with senior meteorologist from our weather impact team, Chris Bianchi.
Hello. Hi, Sam. Hi, Alex. I'm still getting the taste on my mouth.
Oh, we're so sorry.
No. That's fine. I'm always game for that sort of stuff. You want to give me some nasty food to try or something like that, I'll do it every time. I will
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
New segment alert.
Super useful skill to have. Extremely useful. But meantime for us, we do have a fair bit of cloud cover out here on this Friday afternoon. Sky's just a little bit moody for us. Mid to upper 60s for us here in town. But we're not seeing anything coming from those clouds, at least not yet. We will have some showers this evening. So if you're going to Red Rocks, you've got some outdoor plans. A friend of mine just texted me asking if you could go hiking in the foothills after 6 o'clock. I said, you know, I'd bring the rain jacket with you, but go ahead. 70s Eastern Plains, 50s, rain cooled for us in the mountains. Seeing a few showers, some of these starting to get a little closer to the metro area, but for now, the majority of the action out here in the flat tops and Glenwood Canyon, east to about Vail Pass, we're seeing the majority of the action. And then Salida here from the Arkansas River Valley on south and west into the San Juans. We're seeing some of that snow for us up here as well. Here in Denver, dry so far, but the next couple of hours, you have to watch for a few of those showers pushing on in from the south and the west. And we could see an active morning as well tomorrow. Could be talking about kind of a rare something that we don't see too often here in Denver, some morning rainfall. I'll tell you about that coming up in just a couple minutes.
Right now, emergency responders are searching for survivors of an explosion in Tennessee. At least 19 people are missing and feared dead. The explosion happened at a military ammunition plant. The cause is unclear at this time. People living miles away reported feeling this explosion. This is also not the first explosion at this location. Back in 2014, there was a plant explosion that killed one person and injured 3 others.
Our partners at KRDO are learning the investigation into a Pueblo mortuary will likely cost more than $1 million. The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office says the investigation has already passed $800,000. In August, 24 bodies were found inside the Davis mortuary during an inspection. Containers of bones and human tissue were also found. Last night, Pueblo County commissioners voted to continue working with the Fremont and El Paso County coroners in the investigation. The sheriff's office says it costs $10,000 each for those identifications of their remains. The mortuary was co-owned by the now former Pueblo County coroner, Brian Cotter. He stepped down days after the discovery. The district attorney said earlier this month they are waiting to file any charges until all remains are identified.
An update to the crash we brought you during breaking news at 4 yesterday. A man is facing charges for the crash that killed one person. It happened just after 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon in Aurora. A 25-year-old man is being held on suspicion of vehicular homicide and eluding. Aurora police say the driver was speeding on 225 near Yale. An officer tried to make a traffic stop when the driver ran a red light at South Blackhawk Street, hitting another car. The other driver, 25-year-old man, was killed in the crash. Debris from the crash also hit 2 other cars stopped in the intersection, but luckily nobody was hurt.
The brother of Nuggets player Nikola Jokic has made a plea deal with prosecutors after getting into a fight with a fan. The incident was captured on video last year during a game. 9 News reporter Jeremy Hahola has been following this case. It was in court this morning to see its conclusion. So, Jeremy, a plea deal, huh?
Yeah, that's right. This guy will avoid jail time in exchange for pleading guilty. This morning, we saw Strahinja Jokic arrive in court to plead guilty in his assault case. Last year, after a viral video captured him fighting with a fan at Ball Arena, he was arrested. Today, he pleaded guilty to misdemeanor trespassing and disorderly conduct, which is a petty offense. In exchange for those pleas, he will avoid jail. A judge gave him probation for the next year. The victim in this case also made a statement saying he continues to suffer anxiety because of this incident. His name is Nicholas Meyer, and he has filed a lawsuit against Jokic back in April. That is still pending. In the meantime, a judge warned Jokic he could return to jail if he violates the conditions of his probation. Live in the newsroom, Jeremy Hahola, 9 News.
And Jeremy, you know, I know that at the end of the day, assault size, it really doesn't matter. But the fact that he is such a large guy, you can only imagine what that impact would be on an assault.
Yeah, his attorney said that he stands at 6'10", weighs more than 400 pounds. But the attorney in this case actually blamed the victim here, saying that Jokic was trying to defend an elderly man that was being picked on. So there's a lot to this case.
Right, there's additional context for sure. Jeremy Hahola, thank you.
The field is being finished in London for the Broncos game against the New York Jets. While New York hasn't won a game this year, they're a team that knows how to put the pressure on quarterbacks. Bo Nix knows that, and the offensive line is preparing for it as well. Set your alarm because the game kicks off from London at 7:30 Sunday morning. We're going to take a deeper look inside that matchup with Mike Kliss coming up for you at 4:30. But it's exciting to have a game across the pond.
I wonder, too, how long they've had to kind of acclimate, right, to the time difference.
I think enough time, right? Weren't they there by like Monday or Tuesday? Yeah.
How long does it take you to acclimate when you travel?
Oh, no, once you got the excitement of being on vacation, I'm like, let's go. It's when I come home and I'm like,
yes,
oh,
drag your feet.
That
exactly,
part.
Me too.